manifested itself, and I'm so grateful. It is the story, it's called The Untold Story of Sita, an empowering tale for our times. And it is a story behind the story, and the story of the Ramayana, it's a story of Sita and Ram, and they're about to take over a kingdom, and instead they get sent into the woods. They get told they have to leave, that no, they're not going to become the rulers after all. And as they're sent into exile, Sita becomes abducted, and she spends a lot of time with her abductor until Ram finds her, Hanuman finds her. There's a lot to this story, and I love it dearly. But it's one of those stories that you definitely get a little like bent out of shape with the way Sita was treated. Because no matter what she did, she always seemed to get the raw end of the deal. She always seemed to have it where that, as honest as she was and as loving as she was, here's the cover. As loving as she was, and even in her exile, that she stayed completely faithful to Ram. When she returned back home, the townspeople didn't believe that was possible for her to stay faithful. And so she again got exiled, and so many things come up for you in this story of Sita, but you kind of also know that all of these teachings, these Indian teachings, these epic teachings have so many layers to it. So I know in my experience, I don't argue it. I just want to know more. I want to dive deeper into it. And so one of the things that this book is doing is it's really sharing that Sita actually came into this world, and Sita is the incarnation of Lakshmi. It's the incarnation of you and me as we come into this world to help grow the light. Right? When there's an excess of darkness, it's promised that light will come back into the world by those that are born into the world. And so Sita is from the energy of Lakshmi, everything there being abundance and beauty and love. So it says that she comes into this world. There's so much to this story, and I know we have a lot to do, so I'm going to get to it. But there's so much beauty to this story of Sita because she actually was born into this world as an earth goddess. Her father had prayed for her, and she was born out of the earth. He actually went to the earth and reached down deep into the earth, and there she was. She's the earth goddess. But more than that, she came into this world knowing that she was in service, that her service was to love, and that her idea of love was so much, I'm not going to say different from yours and mine, but we tend to put some moments where our love is bigger and our love is smaller. And one of the teachings that she brings to us is that no task is too big or too small when you're in service of love. And no one is too big or too small when you're in service of love. And so if we can maybe learn from her in a way that in our service, I'm going to be in service of love for even those who think differently than I do, who speak differently than I do, who have an opportunity. I have an opportunity every day to seek a higher love through being in service. So go ahead and rub your hands together. And then let your hands pause at that golden heart, closing your eyes. Each time we incarnate into this lifetime, into this body, we have the right and we have the opportunity to love bigger. And this love of Sita looks like no other. It's a love that stops in her tracks when anyone is in pain. Anyone, animal, tree, person. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Big breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo. Deep breath in and out. Bring your thumb and first finger to touch. Adgare Name together. Adgare Name. Sugadgare Name. Sadgare Name. Siddhi Gurudeva Name. Adgare Name. Sugadgare Name. Sadgare Name. Siddhi Gurudeva Name. Adgare Name. Sugadgare Name. Sadgare Name. Siddhi Gurudeva Name. Siddhi Gurudeva Name. Siddhi Gurudeva Name. Deep breath in and down. Come onto your hands and knees, please. Begin to cat and cow. This Kriya we're doing today is called Balance the Chakras and Corresponding Organs. It's going to be a little bit of work. Just a little. Cat and cow here, move your spine. Certainly turn on some music if that's helpful for you. Feel this breath as it moves through this body. Feel this breath as the breath of God or the breath of love. Feel this breath and this love having to have no transaction, meaning I will give it to you if I get something. See this love as free-flowing love that is always available. No one is too high or too low, and no deed is too high or too low when you're in service. I am above this, I am below that. No. Press back to child's pose, please. Find the breath within your breath. You are present. There's nothing other than this present moment. Be in service of yourself, in love of yourself. And come on up to your hands and knees. Try some hip circles, please. And take it in the other direction. Beautiful. Then come into downward facing dog. You walk your hands back to your feet or your feet to your hands, or halfway, and come on up to stand. And then maybe go ahead and put on some music if you haven't yet, because you're going to dance for just a couple of moments, just to kind of let everything go a little crazy. If you can dance to no music, great. But if you want to put a little Spotify or something on, then once you have that, bring your arms over the top of your head and just start dancing, moving, breathing. And dance of love, supreme love. Yeah. I always think it's fun if somebody happens to be gazing in their window like, wow, that's pretty impressive for a Thursday morning. We don't dance enough, do we? Make sure every part of your body gets a little love. Spring is the time of the child, to be childlike. I was at my daughter's house last night, and it's just so funny because Nico, who's 2, is just screaming at the top of his lungs, not upset at anything, just screaming because he wants to scream. And Avani is throwing balls at me. Just it's mayhem. It's being a child. The rules are different when we get older, aren't they? But why? Just another minute here, so rock it out. I could put you in Shavasana until your class is over, and you would feel just great, wouldn't you? Dancing, dancing, dancing. Good, and then come to stillness and take a couple of deep breaths in, please. Maybe reach the arms over the top of your head. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, exhale. Good, and one more time, inhale and exhale. Okay, so I'm going to try to talk you into this one without having to show you. It's a little bit tricky, but the idea is you're coming down into a squat, which is why I told you to get a block or two. And then you're reaching your hands inside of your ankles and holding the back of your ankles, right? So the way the picture's showing me is that my hips are lifted and sent back and no block is underneath me, but I'm giving you that option to have a block underneath you. If you want to lift up and take your butt up, like you're a little bit more paralleling your torso to the floor, you can do that. But yeah, your hands go inside and you hold your ankles. Yes, that's it, Susan. Hands inside. All right. Yeah, so Angela, if you were going to stay there, you just take your butt down just a little bit. So it's not quite as hot. Yeah, right about there. Yeah, Angela's doing a great, showing perfectly how we want that done. Now, again, if you want to be on a block, I hear you, or you want to do a little bit of both. So this is where we're going to begin. And breath of fire, breath of fire. And try to keep your head lifted here. If you want to take the butt up a little bit and hang, just free, do it, and then put it back down on the block. Keep going. This is the hardest part of the Kriya, if that helps. Stay with it. Holding the back of your ankles. Don't give up. I'm doing it with you. Don't give up. Under 2 minutes. Last minute. Keep up. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, take a seat. 5 minutes, my friends. That was amazing. Just feel. If you can sit on your heels, sit on your heels. If not, stay cross-legged. You take the arms up, Sat Kriya. thumb, hands pulled together, point your finger only, reach the arms up. You pull the navel in and up and say Sat, and you let the navel go Nam. Sat, Nam. It sounds more like S-U-T. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Begin. Sit, 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 keep up. Seems easy from what we just did, right? Keep going. Pull that navel in and up. Reach very tall. Keep reaching yourself up, 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 up. Point your finger reaching up. Pull your spine long. Keep up. Less than a minute. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands down and feel. You come back to that cross-legged position if that feels better for you. Okay, so this is 3 times that you'll do this breath. It's the Sitali breath. So you'll inhale through the O-shaped mouth or the curled tongue. You're going to hold the breath. You're going to circle to the left. Keep holding the breath and then circle to the right. And then you need breath, pause, exhale. 3 times you're going to do that. Does that make sense? Should I say it again? You're going to breathe through an O-shaped curled tongue mouth. Hold the breath. Spin to the left. About halfway. You're like, it's about half midway. I can't hold it much longer. You're going to spin to the right. You're still holding the breath. And you're going to come center, exhale. So 3 times. Go ahead. When you are complete, just stay in stillness so I know you're done. Great. You know, I said the other one was difficult. This might be a little tough on you. Let's see how it goes. You're going to go into boat pose. So lean back, stretch your legs out in front of you, your arms out in front of you. And then you're going to come down to half boat, meaning you lower yourself down and hover. And then come back up to full boat. Yep. And then you keep your knees bent the whole time. Yep. Keep your navel engaged well. Angela, if just a little suggestion would take your back down a little closer to the floor, but if you're doing this as a protective measure, then please stay with it. Yes, exactly. That's right. Yes. Yes, yes. Go, go, go. You're supposed to do it for 5 minutes. So let's see. Sorry. I could have left that part out. Do a couple and then rest if you need to. Do a couple. I want to stay with you on this, so I'm going to go on the floor next to you and I'm going to do it with you. Don't stop believing. Keep going. Maybe even lift one leg up and lower it down. If you lift another leg up, you lower it down. Maybe you reach your arms up and just float back, keeping your feet on the floor. Keep up, keep up. We're going to get to 5 minutes. We got 2 minutes left. Can one of you just thumbs up me if you can hear me from over here? Okay, thank you. Great. Don't take this in your neck. Help yourself through this. Maybe hold your knees and just move forward and back. Like I said, maybe lift your legs and lower your legs. Maybe keep your legs up. Keep your navel engaged. Go to the 1 minute mark. And let me count it out for you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay on your back. Holy moly. Woo! We are the champions, my friends. Woo! Rest for just a moment. Just a heads up, tomorrow when you're like, why do my abs kill today? Oh, right, Kundalini, I remember. We're so quick to forget. Our brains forget stuff so fast. You're like, oh my gosh, is something wrong with me? No, I did Kundalini yesterday. Okay, so we're going to stay on our back. We're going to put our left hand right above our heart and our right hand above our left hand. Left hand right above your heart, right hand above the left. So don't touch your heart, lift it up off of it. That's it, Sasha. Now take your right hand off your left hand. Lift your right hand, so, yep. And then circle, circle. Yep, right over your heart. So Margie, circle like a wheel. Yeah, that's it. Eileen also, circle like your hands are, yes, there you go. And also Lydia, I need your hands to circle more around each other. Yep, there you go. Keep breathing, balancing the chakras and the corresponding organs. Okay, now reach your hands straight up and make a fist and pull all the way down like you're going to hit your chest. All the way down like you're going to hit your chest. Only 3 times. Reach up, pull down like you're going to hit your chest. Reach up, pull down like you're going to hit your chest. And then leave your left hand on top of your heart and your right hand on top of your left. And I'm going to do this as call and response just so you don't have to come up to look at it. And this is the song. It's God is my breath, breath is my God. It's a meditation of the celestial angels. So you'll whisper this. Hamdam Hare Har. Keep your hands on your heart. Don't move your hands any longer. Just resting there. Hare Har Hamdam. Hamdam Hare Har. 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 Hare Har Hamdam. Take a deep breath in. And let your arms float to the side. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll up to sit. If you can sit back on your heels, do that. If not, cross-legged. We're going to do that bear grip. So you're just going to have your palms come to touch and then grip your fingers. And then just up and down, side to side. Yeah. You can close your eyes. Your arms are steady pull of your heart. Steady pull of the heart. Good. So just, yep, good. And up and down. Yep. Steady pull, steady pull, steady pull. Get ready to take off. Good. Inhale, center pull. Exhale, hands down to your lap. Inhale, look left. Exhale, look right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Keep up, keep going. You're almost there. Two more exercises. Good. Come center and just feel. Allowing your eyes to roll up to the third eye. Take your thumbs to your temples, fingers extended up, press. Repeat after me. Har Vahe Guru. Har Sat Nam. 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 Gentle pressure. Har Vahe Guru. Har Sat Nam. 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 Take a deep breath in. Exhale your hands down. The last exercise here is to sit between your heels or sit on a block. The final pose that is suggested here is to sit between your heels and lay on your back, supine virasana. But if that is not okay for you, see if you can sit on a block. Stay seated on a block in virasana. If that is not okay with you, just stay cross-legged. We'll just be here for a moment, breathing deeply. Sri Ram has brought love to this earth. He awakened a new quality of love. I understand that Ram and Ma Sita came to unlock the love that is encoded in all creation so humanity could advance in its evolution and fulfill its potential. He has awakened a new quality of love. Ram and Sita came to unlock the love that is encoded in all creation so humanity could advance in its evolution and fulfill its potential. And then please find Shavasana. Make sure you're warm. Excuse me. Excuse me. And begin to gently deepen your breath. If you would like to if you're lying on your back and you want to bring the soles of your feet together and your hands together and rub them. If you're seated, you can always do a seated twist, letting your knees fall left and fall right. And if you're lying on your back and you've twisted both ways, roll up to sit. And bring your hands together, your heart center. Such beautiful work, my friends. We'll call it a long Sat Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sliding your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Sat Nam, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful, blessed day.